Hey everybody. Yeah, it's me. I know. It's been like 5 weeks or something like that. So I knew it was time to do a video when somebody left me a message on YouTube and asked me if I was okay. So, okay, yeah, I'm okay. Just been really busy. Busy time, hectic time, lots on the go, on the side. The store's been quiet because it's been a stinky, rotten winter with snow every second day through February. But hopefully we've turned the corner here and things are starting to look up, so we can keep moving on here. So it was nice to take a little break away from doing vids, but I'm back at it and I'll start trying to pump them out again as best as I can. I saved a lot of pictures and stuff over the time, so we'll post some on the forum as well too. So oh, look at their web. There's that stinky cactus. So here we go. On this table here is all the newbies for this year that have been bolted up, rubber off the master, seams cut, cleaned up, bolts in. Still need a sand and still need legs. Some of them, half of them probably need legs. That's going to happen this week sometime. Was going to do it today, but today is year-end inventory. So we're out counting concrete out back, so I don't know if I'll get to this or not today. We'll see. So moving along good on these. I haven't even counted how many. I'll do that next couple days. So here on this table here, we're getting ready to just finish off those guys over here. That's the last of the smalls and the mediums. Here, just the rubber's out, been stripped off, washed, cleaned up, ready to go back into their little homes over there. That might happen this morning quick before my wife gets here to do inventory. So I only have 3 big ones to go. This big guy here, the fella on the end of the table, and one in the back room I have to bring out to do. So that'll be the last 3 that I have for this year. I mentioned before, got lots of different things on the go there. You all remember that big bowl there that Tuscany and I did a year ago about this time, almost. That's it up top with a refrigerator there. Different method this time, that's urethane rubber with a gel coat glass insert. Not two-side rubber, just the bottom part is rubber. Same as here, so that fellow over there, that's him right here. Here's the rubber, the urethane rubber. You can see it's nice and thick. Gel coat fiberglass insert and a 2-piece backer for the bottom part. So we'll go over that as days go on because I still do have a few more pieces to go with urethane rubber. I just got it in late last week, so I couldn't progress on it. So I've got a few things to do before I hit that. But as we go along, I'll do a little talk about it because it is a different kind of a product. It's nice. You can put 4 coats. That's all you need. 4 coats on and you're finished. And the next day you could strip it and you could use it that next day already. It's ready to roll. But a different beastie to work with. But I can go over all that stuff new for you guys to look at and learn. I'm learning as I go too from guess who? Tuscany. So I think today we'll just do a quick tip here. And that is, say I'm trimming up. We're just going to trim out like so. So just imagine this guy is all hairy and he's got fiberglass all sticking out. I don't want to trim him. I use my little Dremel with a, come on, focus, with a diamond bit on the end. This isn't my regular Dremel. I burnt it out on Friday. I have a Dremel 4000. A few more RPMs. They weren't really good, but I also burn them out about every 2.5 years, it seems like. So I've got another one coming on Wednesday. So this is what I'd do is I'd bring it up to the table and with a pair of vice grips or whatever you call them in your part of the world, and I just clamp it right to the table. And then I go along with my Dremel and I'd cut my edges and my sides, do my little bit of thing, and then people ask me, how do you get your tops level? That's this little guy, cheap little laser level. You can see here. So you just adjust it, put it on whatever to get to the size. I use it even on the big tall ones over there on the back table. I just set it up on something, on a bucket or something, and you get your nice level line. and then you just go along with your Dremel, or you could trace it in or whatever you want to do, and then you get a nice flat surface. Because on this one you'll just tip it upside down. You don't need legs on it. So I use that like on the pedestals and larger pieces and ones where I want a flat top, like that gargoyle there. So that'll be your balancing point when you get legs on it. Another pedestal that you can see. But that's all using the laser level to just determine the top. So that's that, sort of quick. Now I'll show you something else with the vice grips. We'll just, I'll just grab this guy here. He's an easy one. So I know Webb, thank goodness, he puts on videos. It's a lot of the simple things that we talk about, but we never really show. And I'm always happy when Webb shows something like cutting seams. So they can be a little tedious. You can use whatever you want. Some people use like a scalpel-like blade or like a craft blade. I kind of prefer just these loose blades myself. Watch it, because they're really sharp and you can nick yourself. What I usually do is I'll go with the blade first. Some people don't do it. Like I take off, there's always like a little edge on here, like a little fat end where they meet. I usually go along and I just trim mine off first. You don't have to. You could just go straight in, like start on the bottom and work your way up. Like lots of people do that. I don't know. I just like peeling it off so I can try and pull the whole thing open. So when you're by yourself, it can get a bit tricky to manage it yourself, because the rubber sometimes is really stuck on your model. So what I do is I'll start it off on the bottom, and I'll give myself a little bit of a work. I'll start getting into here. Then I'll take my vice grips again. It's hard to do with one hand. Hold on. So there. Sorry. So what I'll do is I'll get where I've just started, and I'll take that bottom piece and I'll clamp it to the table. So then you don't have to hold it and wobble and wibble. So now you can start just peeling it back and cutting against your model. And sometimes when you get to the top too, it gets a bit tough. It gets really tight and it's really hard to get in there, and you got the blade in your hand and you're fussing. I'll take a pair of pliers or even a pair of needle nose, and I'll grab the seam and I'll pull it back with that, and then cut with my right hand, and it frees you up a bit. Because Webb will tell you too, sometimes it can be a little tricky depending on, like, if I get on something like this with some really weird seams, it can get hard when you're by yourself and nobody to help you open up the seam. So that's what I do. I like to lay it down on tables and clamp it, and so I can really pry on it and get it going. But I'll just sort of leave it. I guess I can show you just quick. Everybody knows I love gardening. There's a lot of you out there that love your gardening. So this is something new. I did a new light setup this year with these LED grow lights here. No, they're not for weed. They're for my garden. So rigged up this little system here, and it's on pulleys so I can raise and lower the height. And it's just all my veggies and some succulent cuttings and petunias and castor beans coming up soon, and datura and all kinds of stuff in here. So that's new for me. So there you can see there's a half a day here and a half a day there gets wasted on fooling around with this stuff and not doing any rubber. But anyway, lots to come. I promise now I'll start pumping them out. Keep everybody posted. And hey to all the new members, and thanks to La Havre for holding down the fort and being a great mod. And to Webb to keeps on pumping out the vids, and Drama, of course. Thank you guys all a lot. You guys do all great jobs. So take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon.